All right, what's going to happen is we're going to recall you back. And we're going to recall you back on November 18th. Ms. Ferguson, we'll do a referral to felony drug court and see if he's accepted with them. And your attorney will talk with you.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything else? All right, thank you. All right, Jose Gamboa.
How you doing, Jim?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you doing today? All right, court is calling 2024 CR 008354, State versus Jose Gamboa. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Sadelman.
Defense? All right, and are you Mr. Gamboa?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery? Did you review it with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Gamboa, that you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, I'm sorry, Mr. Gamboa, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1,
Yes, ma'am.
1 gram to 4 grams? That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine this and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses? Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him? Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Mr. Gamboa, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. The state is recommending deferred adjudication. Community supervision. There's no application for deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 CR 007785. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea? State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation and the drug offender education program. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state? And the court does not have to follow those recommendations. Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Con-
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, this is exactly 1 gram. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing? Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, I would just ask the court to follow the plea bargain. I have represented Mr. Gamboa for a little bit of time. In that time, I have found that he is a veteran. We did apply for the Veterans Court, but they let me know that they did not do any evaluations while clients were in custody. And in speaking with Mr. Gamboa, I couldn't find some of the paperwork that they needed. So ultimately, today he did decide that he was okay with the plea bargain. But in those conferences, Judge, I mean, I do believe that he's motivated to successfully complete this probation and get his life back on track.
All right. What branch of the military?
U.S. Coast Guard, ma'am.
All right. And were you honorably discharged?
Honorable discharge.
All right. Norma, Can you see if Herman can come over? How long have you been using?
For about 19 years,
Okay,
with my PTSD, my bipolar depression, I got a lot of mental health issues.
okay,
For about 19 years,
okay,
with my PTSD, my bipolar depression, I got a lot of mental health issues.
okay. And do you have any family support?
Yes, ma'am, I do. As a matter of fact, my mom, my nieces, my brother-in-law, they're even waiting for me to get out because they're gonna help me out and getting a job.
Okay, why were you homeless if you have their support?
Because I just started to get their support. Me and my sister went talking for about 1.5 years, and we finally started to reconcile our relationship. And we just started, and then I was out homeless, and I had committed those crimes, and I didn't pay my bond, and that's how come I ended up in here.
All right, any children?
No children, ma'am.
Okay, we're gonna see if we can get Veterans Treatment Court to come over, if you can remain just a little bit. All right, 5 minutes.
I don't mind, Judge,
Okay.
but can I be excused to do a 3:15 with Judge Burley?
Sure.
I'll be right here.
Okay, no, yeah,
I
no
don't wanna
problem.
talk.
Oh, no problem. And if you need to, is it by Zoom?
Yes.
All right, if you need, we have the back office that's open in the back. If you want to do it there, if you want to do it in my chambers, you're welcome to do so. Okay,
Thank you.
all right, so if you'll have a seat, and then I'm gonna go over your conditions.
Hey, yes.
In the meanwhile, may I approach you on?
Yes. All right, where did Mr. Hicks? Hi, your client is in custody. Have you had a chance to confer with the state?
I have just gotten out of the 226
Okay,
about 2 minutes ago.
all right, well, the state, yes,
I was going to ask if we could maybe bring her back Wednesday morning. My blood sugar just hit 90 and it's going down.
okay, no, go take care of your blood sugar. All right, and I'll give you a reset date, so you can go ahead and go, and Norma will call you, okay? All right, you're welcome.
I was asking for Wednesday because I can be here at 9 on Wednesday and I apologize for being late.
No problem. I'll have Norma send you a date, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank
Have a
you.
good day.
All right, you too. Amanda? All right. So we're gonna recall your case. All right, we're gonna recall you. Mr. Hicks, we're gonna recall her for the 31st. Yes. All right, so we're gonna recall you for October 31st, okay? All right, you have some questions for me?
No. No, ma'am.
All right, do you understand what's going on? All right, so we're gonna bring you back on Thursday. Your attorney is not feeling well at the moment, so it's best that we bring you back when he's feeling okay, all right? So we'll bring you back on October 31st. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I feel the love. Thank you guys for coming.
Of course, what can we do for you?
So his attorney is actually on a Zoom call,
Okay.
but it's Mr. Gamboa.
Okay.
And he said he was in the
Supposed to-
US Coast Guard
Okay,
and honorable discharge.
what's the charge? Or the
It's
charge?
possession less than a gram. Do you need to see the police report?
Your Honor,
Yes.
the less than a gram was
Um,
dismissed, it's 1 to 4.
1 to 4, I'm sorry.
4,
Yes.
okay.
Thank you, Andrew.
Welcome on.
Yes. Hi.
So we're
Yes.
good.
Okay.
I guess the only thing that I would ask you, Judge, right now, we're trying to get a hold of the mom. She just doesn't recognize our number, so we're trying to text her saying like, just trying to communicate.
Do you want me to keep him in custody? I can say until reviewed by Veterans Treatment Court, and then y'all can come back, and if you want him released the next day, we can release him the next day.
We can do that, or I am comfortable if there's a condition of once he's released, he reports directly to us.
Okay.
And then he has that information, and then if we have concerns, it sounds like.
Just coming, Judge.
Correct, he knows how to get to us either way.
Okay,
There's also a little bit of language barrier, so Dina can speak to the mom.
Okay.
So I think we're also trying to navigate that as well.
all right, awesome.
as
So
long
if you can give me back my notepad,
Absolutely,
Sure.
I'll bring it right now.
no problem. Thank you, John, for coming down so quickly.
Judge.
All right, I appreciate that. And I have the Veterans Treatment Court graduation.
Did you get Mr.?
Yes, I got his letter. Oh my gosh. It is so uplifting when you receive someone's letter and they're doing so much better.
He's
So,
he actually has a couple job opportunities right now to where he's just focused on which ones to do the best at.
oh, that is so awesome.
He's killed it since he's been with us.
And I will definitely
That's
be at the
very-
graduation for him.
Thank you, ma'am. I love to hear
All
that.
right, thank you. Mr. Gamboa, can you come down for a moment, please? And we're not on the record yet. So when's the last time you had employment?
It's been about 3 years, 4 years, about 4 years now. Because
Okay.
I just got shot 2 years ago
Mhm.
on my right leg during a robbery, and I almost passed away. But it's taken me about a year and a half to recover from it.
So what's your plan?
My
For
plan is,
employment.
My plan for employment is I plan on going to the reentry center and there's a couple of I've been taking classes.
Watch your paper on the mic. Okay, yeah.
I've been taking classes here at the reentry, so I got some felony friend jobs that are on there, and I applied for two of the jobs, and so I know they'll hire me.
But doing what?
And one of them, Steve's and Sons, doing doors, making doors and selling doors.
All right, is that your dream job?
No, ma'am, but
What's your dream job?
my dream job, man. It's been so long that but I've always wanted to do it's called Airstreams. They do the cell phone towers.
Mhm.
That's been a dream job of mine.
Okay,
And I have a brother-in-law who does that.
okay.
But it's
So
been a
why
while.
can't you do that?
Uh,
If that's your dream job, what's
actually,
stopping you?
Actually, I need to be clean. Need to be
Okay.
clean, and it's the right step. With these people that you connected me with, there's the right steps that I need to take.
So what I can tell you is the conditions I'm going to give you,
Yes, ma'am.
those are my conditions. But if you're accepted into Veterans Treatment Court,
Yes, ma'am.
they have the authority from this court to set whatever conditions they want to set.
Yes, ma'am.
So for example, I'm saying that you need to do 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Once you're in their program, if they decide 90 sober meetings in 90 in 90 days is not the correct thing for you, then they will change that. So the conditions that I'm going to give you are just conditions that you're in this court.
Yes, ma'am.
But immediately, once you're released, you will need to make sure the next day
Yes, ma'am.
that you get in contact with them.
Yes, ma'am. I should
And they're
do.
probably going to release you from the jail at 1 a.m. or 12 midnight. Okay?
I'll call him the next day.
Yes. All right. Did somebody? Ah,
There she is.
hi. Oh, don't run. I was just telling him about Veterans Treatment Court. All right, we're going to go back on the record in 2024 CR 008354. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. Court will take in consideration 2024 CR 007785. Sentence you to 2 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. You're to report to Veterans Treatment Court upon release from custody the next business day.
Yes, ma'am.
Proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There'll be a TAP evaluation out of custody, follow the TAP recommendations, 90 sober meetings in 90 days, 200 hours of community service restitution. If you complete some type of trade school and obtain your certificate, or if you go to college, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
Probation, is there anything else he needs? Ah, thank you. Field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, I did.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. Veterans Treatment Court is a good program. You work the program, internalize it, you're gonna do well.
So,
If you don't work the program, don't internalize it, you're not gonna do well.
and I
The
appreciate it, thank you.
You're welcome. The only time I will see you will be one or two things. One, you didn't do well, and you're coming back to me on a motion to revoke.
Mhm.
Or two, which I know this is gonna happen, you'll be graduating and I will show up at your graduation. All right? If I'm
Thank you.
still here, God willing, and the creek doesn't rise and I'm still walking around on planet Earth, I will show up to your graduation. And if I'm here in, spirit, I'll be there in spirit.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. He can say, thank you, Judge Boyd, to the heavens.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. Have a good one. Okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am, me too.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, John, for coming down. You're welcome. And that is it for us. We'll be back tomorrow.